Let's talk about what we covered so far. First, the book service object had a runtime dependency on a book repository object. This is because book service needed to invoke its addBook async method. And we turned this into a compile time dependency by letting the book service class create an object of the book repository class. This violated the dependency inversion principle and led to tight coupling. And then we applied the dependency inversion principle by letting both book service and book repository depend on an abstraction called iBook repository. Now the book service class no longer had a compile time dependency on the book repository class. But a book service object still needs a book repository object at runtime. So we used constructor injection and declared a constructor parameter of type iBook repository and stored it in a private read-only field. This made the consumer of the book service class responsible for supplying an instance of book repository into its constructor. And finally, we introduced the addBook.razor Blazor component, and instead of the component creating an instance of book service and supplying an instance of book repository, the addBook.razor Blazor component in turn used property injection to let its consumer supply an instance of book service into its property. Now, if we run the application in this state and navigate to /add-book, we will get a runtime exception, specifically an invalid operation exception, stating cannot provide a value for property book service on type addBook. There is no registered service type book service. This exception is occurring because both the book service class and the addBook.razor Blazor component pushed the responsibility of creating instances of their dependencies to their consumers, but we are not instantiating them anywhere in our application. We will see exactly how to fix this issue in the next video, where we talk about the final dependency injection design pattern called the composition route.